I mean, I don't know what to say. Just hello. How are you?
Very good.
Very good. Good. Thank you for being on our planet. Thank you for bringing all of your love, your light to this world. Thank you.
We all have our roles to play.
We do.
Everyone is a light. And some realize it earlier, some realize it later.
Yes. Well, thank you for realizing it. That's a journey in and of itself, that discovery.
Yeah.
So I am excited to talk to you because you are you, but also because there is an issue in our world that hurts my heart sometimes, and that's the issue of shame. And I lived in it for 30 years. I had all kinds of stories in my AnnaLynne incarnation. And now I don't believe in shame. I have no interest in shame, and I like to say that I got a divorce. We broke up. We couldn't make it work. We're not together anymore. But I think that it's an important conversation to have when you're in that space where you believe a little bit in shaming someone else. The shame that it causes you, the world, when you shame someone else, it's always coming back to you. And we see a lot with cancellation of people, a lot of redemption has gone out the window, and shame, to me, that's what shame is. I believe in accountability. Sure, there are rules to the 3D we have, but I would love to hear from you about your thoughts on shame and how to navigate it.
See, mistakes are part of life. We should leave a little room for mistakes, whether you do it or someone else do it. Because in every mistake, you learn something. And the process of learning doesn't stop in life. It's a continuous process. So shame is you think you could have done somewhere different. Whereas whenever a mistake has happened, it has happened through unawareness.
Through unawareness.
Through unawareness. So we need to keep moving ahead. There is a proverb in Sanskrit that says, I salute the bad guy first, then the good.
The bad guy first, then the good.
Then the good one, because the bad guy is teaching me at his own cost what I should not be doing.
I love it. I salute the bad guy first, then the good.
Then the good, because the bad guy is showing me the way at his own cost.
At his own cost, right.
So, condemning people and shaming them or getting shamed, feeling guilty is all part of ignorance.
Right.
When you are in wisdom, in knowledge, you see world with a different light altogether. You see with compassion.
Yeah.
And compassion for yourself and others too.
For yourself is important. We forget that part.
You forget that part.
We forget to be compassionate to ourselves.
You can't be hard on yourself and say, I am compassionate to others. See, what you are, you reflect in the world to others. So if you are hard on yourself, sooner or later you are going to project that to people around you.
Because what you put in, you put out.
You put out. And then the hardness that you are very violent or hard on yourself, that will show up in your action some way. You are bound to be hard on others too. So the first principle, human values are compassion and non-violence. So if we are non-violent towards ourselves and towards others, there is no shame, no guilt, nothing. You see every mistake as a stepping stone towards success, towards growth.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the lovely ladies on the Instagram earlier, she asked if I could ask you the difference in shame and humility. And I do feel there's a difference.
Very big difference.
Very big difference, yes.
Very big difference. Humility is seeing the greatness of the existence, and your place in it is almost insignificant. See how vast the universe is. We have 7 billion people, among them one human being. Little tiny speck.
Little tiny speck.
Humility is understanding the humanness. Whereas guilt and shame is self-destructive.
Right.
So one must get out of self-destruction.
Yes.
And an easy way to do that is to expand one's awareness and see the whole universe as a play field.
As a playfield. I like that. A playground.
Playground.
Yeah. Yes.
Playground and events that is happening in our life as a movie, you know.
Mm-hmm.
As a movie director appreciates the hero or villain
Yes.
with the same spirit.
Right.
For a director, a hero and in fact a villain is also very important.
I play the villains most of the time in my career. I'm not a very nice person on television, Guru. And it's so true. It's so true. I have such a space for the villain because they don't know that they're a villain.
And that glorifies the hero.
Yeah, it does.
Without villain, a hero has no place.
It's true. We salute the bad guy first.
So, here, saluting the bad guy, I don't mean that you approve of the bad guy.
Right.
You go with them. But at least not harbor any sort of hatred in your heart.
Right.
And you know, when we harbor hatred for anybody, for anything, it reflects on our health. It takes a toll on our health.
Yeah.
Number one. Second, our mental attitude
Right.
changes. Then we are not able to see sense through, any events.
Mm-hmm.
Thirdly, I would say your perception and your expressions are hampered by that.
Right.
So, I would like to re-emphasize this again. When I say salute the bad guy first, I don't mean approval of the bad guy.
Right.
I'm not, acknowledging or sanctioning the bad guy to be bad guy.
Right.
No. It only to save your own mind
To save your own
from
mind.
turmoil.
And to create room for it. That we were talking just before you arrived about the shadow self, that little underbelly, and I like how Carl Jung talks about if you want branches that reach to heaven, your roots have to reach into hell.
Mm-hmm.
we can't have it, the one without the other.
Strong roots are necessary to go taller.
Yes. To be able to sit with those rejected parts of ourselves, those villain parts of ourselves, to be able to invite them in for tea and say, "Hi, little angry self. How might you be today? Want to talk about it? Want to use your words?"
And you will see it disappears.
Yeah, immediately in the light of awareness.
Immediately disappears.
Yeah.
I don't see there is anyone who is intentionally bad. In my eyes, if you see, they are ignorantly bad.
Yeah.
And even if you have made a mistake, it's out of ignorance.
Mm.
And you can't be held responsible for it.
I agree.
It's your ignorance.
I agree.
And so, for you to get out of your ignorance, you are not the only factor, but the whole environment. And many other factors are there.
Yeah.
Time is a big factor. So time is a big healer, number one. And second is we need to see life like a movie.
I like
It's
that.
all changing.
Exactly.
You don't hold on to some story of a movie once you are out of it, right?
No.
You have acted in many roles in many films. You don't carry on one acting to the next film.
No, I would be very bad acting.
So you let go of it, or
Yeah.
as soon as that scene is over, you are done with it.
Time to move on.
In the same way, we must cultivate to live in the present moment.
Yeah. How do we do that?
The present moment, we believe in the innocence of our being.
We believe in the innocence of our being. Yeah.
Our being is pure like a diamond.
Yeah.
Even if it's in a pot of mud, it's only external.
Yeah.
It just takes a drop of water to wash that mud away.
Yeah.
So every human being is beautiful in the core of its his or her existence, and it is ever pure and ever fresh. In Sanskrit, we say a word called Nitya Nutan, means ever fresh.
Ever fresh.
Our spirit, our energy is ever fresh.
Love that.
We must keep reminding ourselves of this. This is what in the East they call it as Vedanta.
Vedanta.
That means reminding yourself you are pure, you are innocent,
Yeah.
you are part, you are a spark of the universal spirit.
Yeah.
You are light. So light can never be blemished. Fire can never be bad. I mean, fire can never go dirty,
Yeah. Can never be dirty.
because fire itself is purifying. In the same way, human life force is very sacred. If we acknowledge the sacredness within us, we can never be hard on ourselves. Number one. Second, suppose you have some pent up emotion, something is bothering you. How to get rid of it? Breathing techniques. We have the Sky programs, Sky techniques, Sudarshan Kriya program. They're immensely beneficial. We have offered this to nearly 5,000 troops who have returned back from Iraq and Afghan wars, and they were able to overcome PTSD symptoms.
Yeah.
They were able to have normal life after this.
Yeah.
Just a weekend of practice.
Practicing. Wow.
And so I would recommend everyone who has any sort of feel a sense of pent up emotions or feel stuck in life or anything, or was seeking to be more free and be happy, just attend to your breathing technique. Learn breathing
Breathe.
technique.
Learn how to breathe. It's so true. It saved my life. I had a lot of trauma when I was a child and all these things, and it was all stuck in my body. And when I learned Kundalini breath and these powerful breathing modalities, my body was like going all over the place and doing all the things. And I could see the poison leaving my body
Correct.
with the breath.
Correct. That's what this Sudarshan Kriya techniques does, the Sky technique. Over a weekend people can learn twice. You have to be there for 2 sessions, 3 sessions. Then you will immediately feel that negative energy and negative all that just there. Leave you smiling as you are, free and happy.
Yeah. Because it's life force you're breathing in. We hold everything, we tighten, we constrict,
Correct.
but fear and love opens. Love is the breath.
Yeah. And this basic knowledge about our body, our breath, our emotions are lacking in our education.
Yeah.
If we can educate our young people, or even elders, everybody, all these simple things about life, honoring life. committing to non-violence, learning to have more patience in life, seeing life from a broader context or a bigger context, world would be a much better place.
Yes, sir, it would.
And we need to give a society for our coming generation which is more secure, where kids don't have to be scared, there is no violence, there is compassion, there is love, and there is happiness.
Yeah.
To create a happy society should be the goal. I think all of us should think about it. See, our life on this planet is very short. Half the time we spend in sleeping. Suppose we live for 80 years, 40 years we would have spent in sleeping. Whereas 40 years, we do so many things.
Yeah.
We must, I feel that we all must collectively work to create a more aware and conscious society.
Well, we should stop having the adults teach the children, and we should have the children teach the adults.
Absolutely.
Because they already do compassion, they already do love, they already do happiness, they already play.
Absolutely.
We stop all the fun stuff, and then we get all like, we need to be children again.
Yeah. Those are my words.
Yes, I think so. I might have taken a little bit.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's all yours.
How does your child feel inside of you today?
It's in and out.
In and out? Is he tired? Is he happy? Is he hungry? Those are all the things that children, they care about when they're hungry. They, the simple things, like you said. Yeah. That's beautiful. I remember a moment, I was at an event in New York, and an organization was honoring the program that I work with, and normally we accept the award and we're like, thank you on behalf of blah blah, you say all the same things. And I had my 18-month-old little brother in the audience, and I asked his parents, my father and his wife, I said, please do not tell my little brother to stop running, to stop singing or screaming or crying or whatever he's going to do. This night is about freedom because we're fighting slavery, Please don't take his freedom away. And so as soon as I go on the stage, you go, oh, my yee-yee, my sissy. And I was like, everyone, just so you know, I asked his parents, please let him be free, because there's such a short period that we're free. And it was a moment where I realized every single trafficker, every single pimp, every single rapist, abuser, villain was a little boy or a little girl, a little child who never wanted to hurt anybody. Where did the system go wrong?
Yeah. This is where the spiritual knowledge plays a big role. Spiritual knowledge, the knowledge about our consciousness. Learning about our emotions, our cravings, our aversions. How it is connected to different sensations in the body. How, using your own breath, you can gain control over these elements. A bolt of anger comes to you and you do something for which you regret all your life. Because nobody taught us how to manage our negative emotions. Neither in school nor at home. This is where learning a little bit about our body, breath, mind, intellect, ego, the connection between all this. And how with breath and meditation we can be in the driving seat of our own car, our own life.
You talked about a teacup, and a very, very intelligent professor came to the guru, and he's like, I want to learn meditation, but I know a lot of things. So the guru pours the tea all over the floor. I love that analogy because I was the professor. I was the, I know the answer. I know it. Pick me. Like insufferable know-it-all. And what you're saying and what you're offering to the world, if you're listening, everybody, to breathe and to be with your body and to be in this moment. It takes you more out of here and more into
your heart.
here.
Into yourself.
And that changed my life forever. So I have so much gratitude to you. I am so thankful for your time and your energy and for what you're giving this whole world, all of those 800,000 prisoners, all of the children, and everywhere in between. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you too.
Lovely. Keep doing the good work you're doing.
Oh, yes, sir, I will. You too.
Thank you.
Namaste.